Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I heart Aries. My name is Chelsea and this is the channel where we do all Aries readings. And today we're going to take a look here at the energy of the next 48. And I have to tell you, it looks like a love reading. Okay, I just pulled random oracle messages for the energy of the next 48. And this looks like an answer to someone's love problems or advice in somebody's love department. Okay, so I got to tell you, that's what it looks like. I even pulled a financial card, and I'll let you take a look at it and you see what you feel about this. Okay, all right, let's get into it. Holy Spirit, Spirit guides and angels, please allow me to deliver a clear message here for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. So Aries, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards here. All right, so let's get into it. The first card that we have from the African Goddess Rising Oracle is Ma'at, giving and receiving. Giving and receiving. Beautiful energy there. The next card that we have from the Wisdom of the Oracle is Soulmates. Soulmates. Okay. Now there is a prosperity message for this. Okay. And there is a relationship message. We'll take a look at all of it. We have from somebody told me the name of this deck the other day in the comment section, and they were right, and I forgot it again. What's the name of this deck? I forgot the name of the deck. I don't know why. Doreen Virtue. It's the Doreen Virtue cards. I can never remember the name of this deck when it's time. All right, let go of control issues. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Okay. From the abundance cards, abundance oracles, I forgot what it's called too, but this is also a Doreen Virtue deck. And it says, words of abundance. Now, words of abundance, speaking about your abundance before it happens, speaking it into existence. But abundance is not just material wealth, right? You can have abundance of all things: love, happiness, joy, finances, family, support. So, but this talks about speaking things into existence, okay? It says you have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you attract for yourself and others. Well, the thing is about this is that you can attract anything in abundance, right? You can attract problems in abundance. You can attract miscommunication in abundance. You can attract strife in abundance. Okay, so it's not necessarily about the positivity of the words. Obviously, if that's what you want to see in your life, then speak positively. But this is also a reminder of remembering what you are speaking on a regular basis is what you're seeing. So if it's always strife, if it's always arguments, if it's always lack, if it's always difficulties, that's what you're experiencing, okay, in your life, possibly in abundance. Okay, so be careful with that, Aries. The next card we got from the Soul Lessons Oracle deck is Doubt. Doubt. It says, I release the need to know all the answers. This kind of goes along with the let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally, and I release the need to know all the answers. Then I pulled from the Kipper, and these two cards came out together on top of each other. So, courtship and lovers. So you tell me, what do you think here? Is this a love reading? It's definitely to do with relationships, whether it's romantic, platonic, or family. It's definitely having to do with some sort of relationship here and the need to know the outcome, okay? The need to surrender or to not control the situation completely in entirety. So let's start with Ma'at, giving and receiving, because that's a principle that it just has to do with life in general. And I turned right to it. But I can see how this could represent love as well. Beautiful card. I'm trying to show you the card. All right. And it says, Goddess Ma'at represents alignment, truth, and balance. Her name means order, as her father, Egyptian sun god Ra, rose out of the chaos and put her in charge of divine justice. She's the element of air in the Temple of Conjurers. Ma'at's guidance says, reset your harmonic balance. You are out of alignment. The sacred scales command you to give and receive. If you receive without giving, you are selfish and out of alignment. If you give without receiving, you are stuck in martyrdom and out of alignment. The embodiment here says giving and receiving is spiritual law and spell work. Give time, money, service, resources, and good vibes. If you are a generous giver, cultivate a practice of receiving. Receiving is a sacred feminine principle that makes many uncomfortable. Receive compliments, joy, support, pleasure, friendship, money, and love. They are all the same to spirit. The goddess declaration says, I give easily and freely, and I receive freely and easily. Okay, let's take a look at the soulmates here. Although we know what soulmates are, I always like to look at this interpretation here because maybe it might trigger something for the viewer, for you, okay? It says harmonious partnerships, love, friendship, companionship, relationship, and fostering personal growth. All right. It says you are meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Certain people enter into your life in order to take you to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. It is always a reciprocal experience. There it is again. Although the results for each of you will vary, you know these people by the strong pull drawing you towards them, and sometimes by a strong aversion to them initially too. Soulmates can be friends for life or remain in your life for only a short time. No matter what, you will be changed in ways you can't possibly fathom. Pay attention to these people today. They are your greatest gifts, right? They're all our greatest gifts, whether it ends poorly or if it lasts a lifetime. Always look at a soulmate as a gift because this person comes into your life to teach you a lesson and to help your soul ascend and expand. Okay, so even if it's the most difficult situations or the most painful, that person still entered into your life to help your soul expand its consciousness. Okay, a consciousness is awareness of being, existing in all things. Okay, so when I'm seeing this spread here, Aries, just overall, just looking at it here, it looks like there is a situation for potential of love. Okay, if it does not already exist or has not already happened. All right. And someone feels desperately the need to know all of the answers. Okay. Is this going to work out? Did they cheat? Are we going to be together? Is someone coming? Is it going to happen? You know, are they coming back to me? Whatever the situation is, someone has this need to know the answers and therefore trying to control the situation instead of letting it unfold naturally. Okay. Somebody could be speaking about the situation in a not so great way, or this is the words of abundance is just a reminder to speak things positively that you want to see into your life, or to speak things, whatever you want to see into your life, speak it into existence, not in the negative. All right. Not in the reverse, not in the opposite. Humans tend to do that. We always tend to reach for the thing that is the problem because we have to be problem solvers. But if we could just create the energy that we so desire, there would never need to be a need to solve the problem, okay? And we can do that. It is possible if you have, a good outlook on something that is happening or will happen or the person. Even if somebody presents a lot of conflicts in the relationship, it still matters what you focus on. Okay, it still matters what you focus on. A lot of law of attraction teachers talk about that. They talk about that in The Secret. I think they talk about it in The Power of the Subconscious Mind. A lot of them will talk about that. Healing a relationship, you have to focus on the positive aspects of the person. If you're always constantly focused on what they did wrong, you will magnify that. Okay. Now, if it's unforgivable in your book, then you just go your separate way. But there's no need to dwell on that energy and make that, worse. Okay. So let's get into it, Aries, and see what's going on here. Okay. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. This also could be a situation here where someone was over giving as well, giving too much, not being in the receptive mode, or vice versa. Let's take a look. What does Aries need to see here, Spirit? we have the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This is knowledge, power, truth, discernment. Okay, it's upright, didn't come in reverse. Sometimes the reverse energy is a nasty energy. This also could be detachment, logically thinking, or trying to get to the truth of the situation without being connected to the feelings or the emotions of the situation. All right, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Tell us the challenge here for Aries. Well, the challenge here is the Four of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. At the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. This could be about nurturing the relationship or nurturing self. Queen of Pentacles is a very generous energy, a giver, very abundant. She gives a lot. She has a lot to give, right? Mothering type of energy here as well. The Four of Swords, though, could be healing, resting, taking a step back to evaluate a situation and meditating on it, or even healing from something as well. This could be a particular person. Queen of Pentacles. When I'm seeing this together, the Four of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, somebody needs a break. Somebody needs to rest. I don't know if it's necessarily from a relationship particularly, or always being the giver, okay, in a situation, over giving, over compensating in some cases as well. You know, what I've noticed is that although giving is kind and it's nice and it's great, right? I notice that people who tend to overgive have a lot of insecurities in themselves. They feel that if they give more, they will be appreciated more. They will be loved more. They will be sought out after more. They will be chosen or picked. You know, we all heard that new term pick-me-sha, right? They feel, and that could be a place of maybe just genuinely believing that, or a wound, a trauma wound, of feeling like you always had to be or go above and beyond because of a parent who made you feel like you had to do these things, okay? It's a lot of different reasons why this could happen. You've been put in a place to where your worth was directly linked to what you give or what you put out, which is not true. The thing about it is, it's about where it comes from that really constitute whether it is love, right? Or coming from a place of love, okay? And what I mean is that there could be a person who loves themselves, right? Genuinely loves themselves. And when I say love themselves, I mean everything that encompasses that, not just the self-care and the beautification and the dressing nice and the, you know, even saying that you put yourself first. I'm talking about you love yourself, you protect yourself, you set healthy boundaries for yourself, you communicate, and if you love yourself, you heal yourself, right? You make sure that you are not the problem as much as you could possibly do that, right? Because sometimes we always are problems sometimes, right? And so the person who loves themselves, when they give, they're not expecting validation. They're not expecting a reciprocate, you know, they're not expecting whatever they put out to be reciprocated, because they don't need it, right? Someone who truly, genuinely loves themselves is whole and complete, right? Alone. They do things from the goodness of their heart. They don't get triggered when somebody doesn't give something back or feel that way, or even feel hurt, okay? Even feel hurt or saddened, okay? Not saying that people shouldn't give back. They should. I'm just saying that's kind of sometimes how you can gauge whether or not it's coming from a place of love, or if it's coming from a place of lack, or if it's coming from a place of codependency, you know? Okay? I just had to say that and break that down, because this Four of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles here is like somebody needs to kind of, they're very generous. They're a giver. They're beautiful. Energy is very vibrant. They love to give, but it needs a break, okay? It needs something there needs to heal, okay? And then there's also those other situations that we all are familiar with, where people who give to control, okay? People who say, well, here you go, I gave you this. Don't you remember I did that for you? You know what I'm saying? That could be a situation as well. All right, let's see. Focus on. So what Spirit is saying that you need to be focused on is healing. Releasing certain situations so that you can have this. this is also faith, optimism, right, as well, but also so you can have a sense of renewal in your spirit and your energy, okay? There's something that needs to be released, whether it's an action, a person, a thing, an ideal. It's something here that needs to be let go of so you can heal, Aries, and you need to focus on this healing at the moment. Four of Swords and the Star card can represent healing. And also, I'm going to say this, it's not just healing, but it's also letting go of whatever is keeping you away from that optimistic, faith-having like type of energy, okay? So somebody could have lost faith in people or relationships, okay? Or there could be some sort of trauma or trigger around trusting. Okay, so let's see here. What happened in the past? Well, that's what happened. Okay, that makes totally sense. That makes a lot of sense because the star comes after the tower, okay? When the tower happens, right, the tower comes in to cleanse. We say cleanse, but it can look like destruction. It can look like chaos. It can look like flipping a table. It can look like a relationship being destroyed to nothing. Why? Because it was built on an unsturdy foundation. This castle, this tower was built on all of these jagged rocks. There's no way it could survive. Think of that as a relationship. If a relationship is built off of an imbalance, there's no way it can survive. What's an imbalance? One person is truthful, the other person's a liar. One person is faithful, the other person is not. One person gives, the other person doesn't. All of these things are in imbalance. Life has to go around in a balance. If not, it will crumble. Eventually, whatever is imbalanced will fall apart. And that's the tower. But that could look like anything, right? It can look like something blowing up in someone's face. It can look like an unexpected exposure of a situation, a shock. But all of that had red flags before this tower fell, before this lightning struck. And if you don't know, in the tarot, this lightning bolt represents God or the divine, the universe, whatever you want to call it. It represents that source energy that is to protect, okay? So even though it looks like it's destroying something, it is for your highest good to protect. Because if this kept going any higher, you know, there might be fatalities, not literally YouTube, but you know what I'm saying? Like the fatality of a relationship or anything. After the tower comes the star. And this comes in to renew your faith, to heal you, okay? To restore whatever was taken away. That is the purpose of the star after the tower. So it's showing me that somebody has already experienced a tower moment, whether within relationships, previous, current, whatever. You've experienced it. Now there needs to be more of a focus on the healing and the releasing and the undoing of what's been done and the healing yourself and your own actions, right? So you can better yourself for a new relationship or prepare. You can't keep looking back at what happened because you won't move forward, okay? And even still, though, with a new relationship coming in, it's kind of what I'm feeling here, or somebody not allowing a relationship to come in, because the King of Swords can be very detached energy. They could be doing that because either they're focused on the past relationship or they're focused on what happened to them in the past. Let it go. Okay? I said all that talking just to say, let it go. What's crowning Aries? Ooh. The Three of Cups. So, celebrations, joyous occasions, happy moments, weddings, meetings, getting together with friends, a good time. Sometimes we can call that a reconciliation card because you're meeting back up with people. But it doesn't have to be a person in particular, but we can take a look and see. We can take a look at that, okay? But the Three of Cups is a happier time. It really is. It is a good time that you may be about to experience with a soulmate. Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. All right, what's coming towards here? Aries, what I'm seeing here. Three of Pentacles wanting to flip out. Look what's coming in. The Sun. And the Sun came crossing. Didn't come in reverse, but it did come crossing. But the Sun. Aries, I can tell here that someone has a bright future when it comes to a relationship. And I'm talking to someone who went to hell and back. Okay? And there is change that is happening in your life. The Tower was meant to happen in your life or in your love life to clear something out. it was not meant to be a punishment. It was not meant for you to feel like you had to get someone back or be vindicated in any way. It may have felt like you were done wrong and you want, vindication, or even if you don't want vindication, you want to look and see if someone is hurting or something is falling apart. But don't. I mean, if you remember this one thing, you'll never have to look at anybody else's karma, okay? Remember this. Whatever you put out into this world is energy. And energy is never destroyed. It will never be destroyed. It always has to go somewhere. And so whatever you put out will come back to you, which is why we always say words of affirmations. We speak those words because every time I speak a word, we can't see it. It's invisible, but there's energy coming out of my mouth. And that energy is going to meet that thing and it's going to attract it back, okay? It's the same thing with hate. Okay, it's the same thing with pain. It's the same thing with betrayals. It's the same thing with envy. It's the same thing with jealousy. It's the same thing with love. Okay, whatever comes out of you will come back to you. If you hold on to that truth, you'll never have to worry about whether somebody is suffering because of what they did to you. Okay, it should never be your concern. Because to focus on suffering will only bring it to you. Even if you're focusing on somebody else's suffering, you're still going to attract that in some way to yourself. So only focus on the things that are pure, of good heart, or love, gratitude, joy, because those things will come back to you. All right. If somebody hurts you, they hurt you. And it's not your place to be like, oh, are they going to suffer? Or are they going to hurt? Eventually, probably so, but it doesn't matter. Even in that hurt that somebody else will experience, it's still just to teach them a lesson. It's not a punishment. Karma is not punishment, right? It is that we are all here to learn, okay? We're learning from our mistakes. We're learning from, everything that we do. That's all we're here. We're a reflection of each other here, sent here to learn certain things. It's not about bad person, you get whatever, that's pretty much it. Now, I'm saying this to say because I feel like somebody is so, with this King of Swords energy, detached, cut off from love, maybe even their own heart space, and just focused on something that they don't need to be focused on, okay? In a situation, and this could also manifest in your life as scrutinization. I hope I said that right. So like a new person comes into your life, courtship, lover, you're dating someone new. Somebody wants to date you. You scrutinize everything. You nitpick at everything. You are like, I don't like this thing. And it's funny because people will do that with a new person, but the past person dog walked them. You know what I'm saying? Like literally dog walked them. They let everything slide with the last person. But then they have this new, genuine, beautiful person that comes into their life and they just can't... You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't like that. I'm being particular with this relationship. You know what I'm saying? And it could be for all the wrong reasons, all the wrong things, right? Maybe it's because you're not even need to be dating yet. But I mean, that's what I'm seeing here in the spread, Aries. Let's take a look at your energy. The fact of the matter is that something beautiful is coming towards you, okay? Your energy is the Judgment. So you're at a crossroads. You are at a point in your life where you have to make a decision to let something go. Okay? You have to, because the Judgment is right before the World card in the tarot, which is the last card, and that's the completion of a cycle. You can close out this cycle, all right? Or you can start it over again. You can start it all over again, the same cycle all over again. It's completely up to you. The Judgment represents a call to action. You have to do something, okay? These spirits here, these people are rising back up in order for you to deal with them, okay? They're being called back up, if you can see the trumpet here, because you have to deal with it. You have to deal with it. You have to deal with, this could be childhood trauma. This could be relationship trauma. This could be, people coming back up from the past. You have to deal with whatever this is to say, okay, I'm putting this to rest for once and for all, because this is affecting your self-worth. It is affecting your self-worth, how you view yourself, how you pour into yourself, how you give to yourself. And then and then ultimately what you give to others, how you treat others. Okay, so let's take a look here at what's in Aries environment. We got the Page of Pentacles, and it came crossing, looked like it wanted to come in reverse. It's like a half-hearted apology. I mean, that's how I'm taking it, and we're going to clarify that a little bit more. Let's see in the Ten of Swords. So there definitely was betrayals, painful endings, okay? Backstabbing energy definitely happened, but it's like the Ten of Swords is saying it has to be released. It has to be let go of. The nail has to be put in the coffin. What's the outcome here in the near future for Aries of this situation? Okay, so we got the Page of Wands in reverse, and we got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. That's not bad. I'm seeing the Devil at the bottom of the deck, and the Three of Wands upright for the outcome. Four of Pentacles, letting go of something that you were holding on to. Okay, energetically, right, emotionally, something here that you were afraid to release, you will be eventually releasing it. Page of Wands could be an immature person who had immature actions, who, did things out of hostility, irritability, or just immaturity. Okay, Aries, Leo, Sag type of energy there. They just could have been very high energy. Okay, it's immaturity. And even the way that they spoke. Okay, Three of Wands here is turning away from all of that. And the Page of Wands in reverse could also be cutting off communication with that person, or even asking about that person. Three of Wands upright, though, is turning towards the future. The yellow in the background of the Three of Wands is literally the sun shining. Okay, so when you turn towards the positive, right, it comes in. It is coming in. The Three of Wands is waiting for those ships to come in, waiting for that sun to come in, that sunrise, and it's coming. So that's a good thing. It's needing to be released. Maybe you get word or confirmation of something that you already knew, and it's like, you know what? I don't need to know anymore. The sun could be enlightenment as well. I don't need to know anymore. I don't need to know about this person. That's how you really know you've healed. We all go through that period where, after breakup, we want to know what's going on over there, right? But a good indication of your healing is that when you really stop being concerned about what's going on over there, what they're doing, what they're going through, who they're with, even a little tea and gossip, it's going to come to you. It's going to come to you. And not saying if it comes to you, you don't have to chew on it a little bit. But what I am saying is that you're not going to seek it out. You're not going to seek it out. You're not going to be ears perking up, on high alert every time you get information about whatever happened back there. Okay. I'm also feeling like this is coming up because whatever happened back there could be affecting what's happening in the present or will happen in the future. Okay. Around a particular soulmate or person that's coming into your life that is going to make you very happy. So Spirit is like, now you have to make a decision now to release that so that you can enjoy this sun energy. All right. Let's take a look at the Ten of Swords in the distant future. Let's take a look and see what that's about. Tell us about the Ten of Swords. King of Pentacles and the High Priestess. They fell out together. It's something about secrets. And look at that. The Page of Pentacles came exactly how it came out here. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles over here. Queen of Pentacles. And the Ace of Cups. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. Six of Cups. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. I feel like someone is going to try to apologize to this Queen of Pentacles. And it's not about the sign. The Queen of Pentacles was the generous giver, the person who was giving, okay? And I remember, I don't know if you remember when I said when that Page of Pentacles came out, it looked like instantly I heard half-hearted apology, okay? Six of Cups from someone from the past that you share memories with, emotions with, feelings with, a past lover, soulmate. But you got to remember what's also happening right now. The Ace of Cups and the Magician is here. There's new love that is being manifested into your life. Spirit is trying to bring in new love for you, healthy love. After a period of loving yourself, nurturing yourself, it is trying to come in. This Page of Pentacles is also here with this King of Pentacles and the High Priestess and the Ten of Swords. At one point, this person could have been a match to you, for sure. Because at some point we're all a vibrational match to the people that hurt us, right? Hence, we wouldn't have never been attracted to them in the first place. But it's showing that whatever is to come out, there are secrets that maybe you've already heard about it, maybe you already know it, but there are a lot of things that are still to come out, could come out. The question is whether or not you are going to indulge in them or you are going to seek them out. The Ten of Swords, even though this could have been a betrayal, a painful ending, it's still representing the end, okay? The end of whatever was hurting you, the end of the betrayal, the end of the backstabbing and the pain. Do you need to re-engage with it in order to keep it alive into your life? Or do you enjoy the new beginning, the new love, the sun that's coming into your life? Some of you, this could be habits, right? That you are still engaging in and doing in the present that is affecting the relationship now. And when I say habits, are you overcompensating for your partner? Are you overgiving? Are you overdoing, right? Out of the sheer need to feel, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, validated, okay? Or because that is going to lead to your detriment if you are, okay? If that is a habit that you need to break, and as I'm saying that, the devil's right there. Codependency, toxicity, the need to control. Even the nicest, sweetest people, you know, who, or the portray themselves to be the nicest, sweetest people, will give. And the underlining message of that sometimes can be to control, you know, whether it's subconsciously or consciously. They feel like if I am the one that's always giving, this person is going to stay with me, or I'm going to keep this person from the third party, or I'm going to, because there's this little bit of voice, little bitty voice inside that says, you're not good enough. You have to overcompensate in order to be good enough. Like, that's what it's saying. You know, that's when people overgive like that, that's that little tiny voice. Even if they come off as sweet as pie and just so loving and everybody thinks they're the greatest, there's this little thing in them that just says that I just need to be validated by the things that I do and I give. And you got to heal that, because everyone is worthy of love, and it is not conditional, right? That's what we call unconditional love. You deserve to be loved no matter what you do. You deserve to be loved at your worst. You deserve to be loved, you know, at your grimiest. You deserve to be loved, right? All the time. That is unconditional love. So the fact that you feel that you have to overdo, overshare, overgive to get something in return, that's not love. That's not love. It's not, okay? And if you go into a relationship like that, you will end up getting hurt or drained. All right? Tell me about the Three of Wands. And if anybody ever makes you feel like you're not doing enough for them, right, in order to be with them, then kick rocks. You know what I'm saying? All you have to do is show up and be your highest version, the best you that you can be. Usually that's enough. If you know that you are intentionally being your best self, that's usually enough for a person who's being their best self as well. Okay? Now, is there things where it's just not compatible? Sure, it's just not compatible. But if somebody is making you feel like you need to go and be above and beyond, and the key part is that they're not, keep it moving, okay? A lot of times you'll see that where the person who wants you to go above and beyond is not doing anything at all for the relationship. Tell us about the Three of Wands. And that's usually kind of where we get into the conversation of narcissism, but we're not going to go there today. We have the Two of Swords here. This is a conscious decision, Aries, that you have to make. This is not something that's just going to happen naturally. You have to make this conscious decision that you are going to walk away from the thing or the person that hurt you mentally. All right? Not physically, mentally. You have to be the one to do it. Ace of Swords. Yes. Seven of Swords, Two of Swords here. Because it's robbing you of your happiness. It's robbing you of peace of mind. Okay? And it's robbing you of the good things that could be coming towards you. All right. Tell me about I just want to know about the King of Swords. And then we'll close out the reading. Hangman, Six of Pentacles. There it is. There it is. All right. The King of Swords. King of Swords energy. That's you. All right. King of Swords. Because the Hangman is, I'm in limbo. I'm not moving forward. I'm not moving backwards with my life. I'm just stuck until I wake up spiritually to what is holding me back. Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. Right? Overgiving. Overgiving in some cases. This is not reciprocity. When the Six of Pentacles came in reverse. That's what I'm saying, overgiving. If it was upright, that's a reciprocated energy. But in reverse, it is overgiving. It is, sometimes it could be called breadcrumbing, you know, because if the person is doing it to hold on to you, I'm not saying you're doing it in a malicious way, but it could just be overgiving. Okay. So it's a tough conversation to have, but you have to be honest with yourself if this is you or if this is someone else. It's time to let go of it. The bottom of the deck is the Death card. Scorpio energy, Two of Pentacles, Four of Cups. It's time to end something that has been keeping you in a state of imbalance. Four of Cups, disappointment, right? And missing opportunities that are right in front of your face. Good ones. New love, new relationships, new businesses, prosperity, abundance. Okay? Definitely new relationships. I want to say that because it definitely seems like in this particular spread reading, there's a good person that is coming towards you who is going to love you correctly. But you first have to let something go. All right, so that's what I have for you guys. Take care. Bye.